All right, folks, we got the Hermes Agent V0.9 release. This is called the Everywhere release, and it's been 5 days since the last release came in. And I think up to date, this is actually the biggest changes that they've made in this project's history. We got 487 commits.
That's a lot of commits.
It's
the biggest release yet.
Yeah.
Very Apple-esque. biggest
release yet.
Yes.
So yeah, we're gonna be covering everything you need to know for the latest Hermes Agent update. So let's kick in with the top new features. I think we're gonna be focusing here for the local web dashboard, the fast mode, and the background process monitor. So a lot of people are complementing this new feature. So you can now launch a full browser UI with Hermes dashboard on port 9119. So you can manage your settings, sessions, skills, and gateway without touching a single config file, which is really helpful.
Yeah, that's super necessary for people who want dashboard access. I mean, one of the biggest reasons that's like if you want to use it as a normal user, looking at a black screen and a bunch of text is just not a pleasant experience.
Yeah.
So now with Hermes dashboard on, there's two ways to do it. So if you're on local, you can just browse it on locally.
Yep.
If you're on remote, you have to tell your agent to set it up, because by default it loads this locally and it doesn't want to expose this to the internet, because once it's exposed to the internet, bad things can happen, right?
12 seconds SSH attack.
Yeah, you have SSH attacks very soon. So in general, Hermes dashboard just opens the dashboard so you know exactly what's happening in the background. And just a little bit of context as well. We started migrating everything over to Hermes from OpenClaw in the past few days, actually a week or so. And the reason why is because of the self-evolving skills. And we found that, I think as a core, that is one of the biggest reasons why we migrated. It's because it just works really well. Don't show it yet, because I don't know where I don't trust that we don't have any secret information. So let me just make sure that we have everything set up here. But yes, okay, let's show this here. So our agent actually does presentations for us in both English and Chinese. We do scouting for what's new and what's not. So Hermes actually works really well in this situation because of the self-improving skills. I think still, at its foundational core, that's what makes it sexy.
But I still hope to see that kicking in, because I still don't notice like a big self-improving loop so far with my Hermes agent.
Just wait another month. just wait another month. Don't worry about it. Right now it sucks, but don't worry about it. It'll slowly. What I've been noticing is that I after switching to Hermes, I noticed regression. Like, it's because of the way it's set up. A lot of skills didn't transfer well, but after used a while for a while, it does seem like today it was just like a breeze to get everything set up. We did notice a few issues with Opus. Opus 6 has been stupider, but that's not related to Hermes at all. Hermes itself is improving at a very rapid pace. Right.
Agreed. So we also got fast mode. So now you can type /fast mid-session, and you get priority queue routing for GPT 5.4, Codex, and Claude models as well.
So, but just be aware, fast might incur additional cost depending on which plan you have. Fast mode was already enabled in OpenClaw for a while ago. So having this is like, if you really need your stuff done fast, you can switch on this mode, but it might incur, double the cost. All right. But it has the same intelligence. I just want to make sure that everyone's clear about that. Like, fast doesn't mean bad. Fast means you pay more. Just open your wallets. Right.
Generally, I've never used fast mode either, even in OpenClaw. So
it's not really needed.
Not really needed.
Not needed.
Preference, I guess. And of course, you got the iMessage, WeChat, Android. We're not going to talk about these ones, but we're going to talk about this one, background process monitor. So you know how Hermes Agent would stream what actions they do. So now you can actually see the actual background process patterns that are happening. So such as like errors or listening on port messages. These are stuff that mostly like command line stuff. And now you can see it as well in your chat with Hermes Agent.
So I think there's a big design philosophy change between Hermes and OpenClaw. That's one thing I noticed. Hermes was much more vocal about what it's doing and how it's doing so, and when it modifies its skill. So I've noticed multiple times when I'm chatting with my agent that it's like, oh, it's loading up terminal, it's executing some tasks, and then also when it updates its own skill. So I find that's a little bit different from what was being done with OpenClaw, where OpenClaw tries to just handle everything and say, here's the result. Hermes was much more like, okay, here's kind of the steps into creating this.
Yeah.
So that's a little bit different.
Yeah.
In terms of what everything's doing.
I recognize that it will be very efficient long term too, because if the self-evolving loop kicks in, then we can save a lot of tokens in the long run because we don't have to repeat the same steps over and over again.
So yeah, that's kind of vital also for the background process manager.
Yeah. Okay, so let's look at improvements. I think this is a very big one here. You can now get a full snapshot and restoration of your config, session, skills, memory with these two commands here, Hermes backup and Hermes import. I don't think we've seen this in OpenClaw, right?
Well, you can technically do it by initializing Git in your repo, right? You can do it. You can do Git, but now there's just another function. So I used to have I used to manually write a script, like a cron job, to back up everything, but now it's actually built into it. So I think it makes more sense that way.
Yeah, I'd say use these as often as you can. Super, super useful. Then we also got the Pluggable context engine. So you can actually swap in your own custom context handling using this command here, Hermes plugins. So you can control how filtering, summarization, and injection, how they work under the hood with this one. So I think also a pretty useful improvement here as well.
So I think it's the design change, right? Yet again, like OpenClaw, it tries its best to make everything good, but we know now that these AI agents are pretty dumb. Okay, let's be honest here. Even if you set up everything properly, even with the proper memory extensions, even with, like, say we've tried Honcho back in the past. Well, not back in the past. We're still trying that, right?
That's how fast AI is.
That's how fast. But what I find is that Hermes doesn't make the assumption that everything's going to go to plan. Right? Hermes makes the assumption that everything's going to go to shit, and you're going to install a bunch of high-tech tools to try to plug and tape everything together. So let's not beat around the bush here with Hermes, right? Let's not beat around the bush here. You need a bunch of these things to make it work really well. And what we're going to do in this video, or not this video, this future series is how to make it work better. I do started to notice that, like, these AI agents, they're hyper smart when they need to be, like, when they want to be smart, but they're hyper dumb when they don't want to be. So even if you fix everything, it still doesn't mean it's going to perform well. Yeah. But, sometimes tape works.
You have to remember, at the end of the day, AI is probabilistic.
Yes.
Deterministic.
So there's a chance it's going to give you the presentation today. There's a chance. There's a chance it might not, right? And that's actually quite a big difference.
Yeah. Just also highlighting what the community likes the most from this release, because it is a big release. So they notice pretty big improvements with the recent local web dashboard, right, and self-improving memory. Now, I personally don't see this yet, but maybe that's because I'm not using Hermes Agent as much. Talk to them more, yeah, because I noticed the peer cards of the Honcho memory of mine and yours. You have like 5,000 messages.
You keep calling. If you keep saying shit, eventually remember and do better things. Okay, so let's in real life. Okay, so now it's on different platforms. WeChat's being big. They're trying to push into China market a lot, and I've actually seen a lot of videos pop up in the Chinese market on Bilibili. Which I'm also trying to create content for. But there's a lot of talk about Hermes Agent, and like, oh, is it like the luxury brand Hermes or Hermes Aimas, right? They're like, oh, so I've been seeing that. That's my video. Hey, great. So they're definitely trying to tap into the Chinese market with this release, which is why it's called Everything. release.
Yeah.
Okay, so other than that, I think there's not too much security hardening. Yet again, I'm going to gloss over it because these things, let's be honest here, it's taped together. There's a lot of security problems.
Yep.
Don't give it your whole life story, okay? And
that's pretty much it, I guess.
I do have to say that Hermes has a different upgrade model from OpenClaw. Slightly different. I'm going to hide it here for now. But let's say, for example, Hermes, when you boot up Hermes, it'll tell you how many commits you are behind. So Hermes, what they do is, instead of making a big release, what they do is they have individual commits that get merged.
Yep.
And then it tells you how many commits you are behind. So you probably would have actually gotten access to these features if you type Hermes update over the weekend, because it streams the updates on. This is how fast Hermes moves, right?
Yeah.
Hermes moves by not by big releases, but by commits. So one of the best ways to actually upgrade is, first of all, if you run Hermes on command line, you'll see how many commits you are behind and your version number. And then you can type Hermes update or not Hermes update and go through the update process. I do find that this is actually better. So I'm going to move my screen over here a little bit. But I do find that doing this is a little bit cleaner than asking your agent to update itself.
Yeah.
You can also have like a fleet commander, which is what we do, where we manage a bunch of agents, but make sure it runs a command line, because sometimes there are breaking changes, and those breaking changes affect how you run Hermes. So by running the command and the doctor command afterwards, if you need it, would improve the operation of Hermes a little bit. So this is our recommended way of updating it, just Hermes update on the command line.
Yep.
I know it's not like a, oh my god, it's a button that you click, but this is still better.
Yeah.
Okay. Our light just broke. So that's the end of the video, guys. Our light signaling, time to go. We're doing a lot more updates. This is Ron. He's now carrying more of our videos. So give him some support, guys. So with that, guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video. See you next one. Peace.
Shining out. I got the